Hello, how's it going? How's your day? How's your week? I hope it's going well. For this video, The Villain by LJ Shen has just been released, actually about 2 hours ago. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I never sleep, but I thought it was going to be released tomorrow, and I was wrong. I actually started a completely different book because I thought I would be able to fit one in, and I was wrong. So, that's what I'm going to be reading. It's another reading vlog. I kind of like doing reading vlogs more than, wrap-ups at the end of the month, because I can just say my thoughts immediately instead of, having to remember everything that happens in a book and then, thinking my thoughts at the end when I read a book, in a day at the beginning of the month. It's Persephone. That is who Killian's love interest is. I 100% thought it was going to be Emma Bell. I just read The Hunter, last month, I think. So, yeah, I'm a little shocked that it's Persephone. So, is it Persephone? Yeah. Persephone. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, I'm shocked, because there were I felt like there were hints in The Hunter that it was gonna be Emma Bell, he was watching her, but maybe Persephone was standing next to her. I don't know, but I'm excited. I've seen reviews from people who got it early and they're loving it. So I'm gonna start. There's 395 pages. I'm so excited. I was gonna wait for the paperback, but I pre-ordered it on the 9th, I think, December 9th, and it is now December 16th at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just looked at my Amazon thing. I don't have Amazon Prime, so I have to wait, but it basically said it's going to get here January 5th. It'll probably get here earlier than that, but I still don't want to wait for the paperback, which I prefer paperback. I can't read too long on my Kindle because it hurts my eyes, but yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm really excited. If something exciting happens, I will come back and I will let you guys know what's happening, my thoughts. This will also contain spoilers, most likely. I try not to. I try to just point out my thoughts and say my thoughts, but sometimes spoilers happen and I just don't want anybody to be like, oh my god, how rude. There's gonna be spoilers, so just an FYI. So yeah, I'm gonna read now. Bye for now. Okay, so I am on page 72, chapter 5, which is in Killian's point of view. I'm really liking this. I never read the synopsis or anything of this. I only read some snippets that she put on her Instagram and stuff. So I didn't know that this was going to be an arranged thing, which I never know if I like arranged marriages or not, which she's done a couple of these, I think. Well, not a couple. I think The Kiss Thief, which wasn't my favorite, but so far I'm liking it. Nothing's really happened quite yet. I mean, she's been threatened and she asked Killian for money and he straight up was like, nah. So now he's saying yes because he wants to have the royal pipelines, the business, and he's scared that it's going to be taken away because Sailor's pregnant, and his dad is angry that Killian's pushing 40 and doesn't have any babies and is not married. So Yeah, he's a dick. I don't know. I saw a review like that LJ Shen shared that said he could give Vicious a run for his money, and so far I completely disagree. I don't think he's as mean as Vicious. But that could change. I don't know. Because Vicious was like asked Amelia if she needed help, and Killian just straight up was like, she asked for help and he was like, no, like, I need something. So maybe he is. I don't know. I have no idea. I think they're kind of like two different evils, so I don't know. But he did, like, he also saved her, but he wasn't going to save her. I don't know. Maybe he is more evil than Vicious. I don't know. Ooh. Also, the Andrew dude, Andrew Arrowhead, he is obviously going to be a big part of the book. Burns, he just sent Persephone lingerie with a bullet in it. So that's where I'm at. And she's about to go to Killian and probably be like, yeah, we can do this. So I'm excited to see how the rest of this goes. So yeah, that's it for now. I might read the Killian chapter and then go to bed. So that's it for now. Bye. Also, is Killian okay? Because when he was on the plane from, I think he said Morocco, back to Boston, he was like, I shouldn't be drinking with the medication I'm on. And then he was talking to Andrew and he was like, he knows a secret because they grew up together and he could take him down with that secret or something. Like, he's very vulnerable because Andrew knows a secret. And I don't know why, but my first thought was like, he's on like heart medication or something. And I don't know why that was my first thought. I'm probably wrong, but I hope he's okay. I hope he doesn't freaking die. No one's ever died in her books, I don't think, like, of importance, but oh, that's a lie. Broken Night, I'm talking to you. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Okay, so we have found out that he was not looking at Emmabelle because he likes her. He was looking at Emmabelle because he didn't want to look at Persephone because he likes her too much. Like, he described it as like she blinds him, which is nice. Actually, I thought that was sweet. I liked that. But he absolutely despises Emmabelle. Like, does not like her at all, it sounds like. Also, his dad is weird. Weird dad. Like, he told him, like, made him lose his virginity at 14 to a 30-year-old prostitute. Like, brothel. Ew, what weirdness. I hate it. Why is that? I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't think I ever will. Like, the obsession. Ugh. And he threw up on her. She was 30. She, like, fucking raped him. And his dad was part of it. It's just weird. Creeps me out. Is that his secret? I don't think it is, but he has bite marks. Is that what he said? Bite marks and burn marks Oh, and he was talking about how, like, he's never, like, had sex with someone he hadn't paid, which is kind of sad. Okay, so my father had visited me at Yvonne not long after Andrew Aerosmith unearthed my secret. We held a private dinner at London's Savoy. I wore a long sleeve shirt even though it was summer to hide the cigarette burns and bite marks. And then that's when his dad found out that he hadn't lost his virginity and, like, took him to Norway. Which is, I don't know. But Persephone changed, like, she got a, did I say that? I did. But she went to his house. She had to ride her bike in a storm to tell him that she would accept, even though he has already asked another woman, and she said yes, and he just turned her down. So, I mean, they're obviously going to end up together, but it's, how is he going to, like, when is he going to accept the fact that they're going to be together? Like, that he doesn't want to be with the Minka chick because his dad always told him to marry someone who's, like, who he can control, and Persephone can't be controlled, so she is not what he needs or wants. So I'm liking it. I'm 84 pages in. I'm gonna finish this chapter because I just switched point of views, and then I think I'm gonna go to sleep. Is Persephone's husband gonna pop up at some point? Or is he, like, gone? Because she just got attacked in her apartment. And she's like, we have 4 neighbors, but literally no one heard her scream. So, I'm just wondering, I'm surprised, honestly, that Hunter didn't show up. Or maybe he spoke to her, like, at Killian's house. I don't know. I'm shocked Hunter didn't show up, and I'm shocked, not as shocked, that Killian didn't show up. Like, I'm a little surprised, but I'm not, like, super surprised he didn't pop up. But I am a little shocked that Hunter didn't show up to, like, make sure she was okay. And, like, find out what happened. Like, walk in on what was going on. So, yeah. That was kind of weird. It was a weird scene. But, chapter 6. Completely just lied. I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. But no, I'm gonna read chapter 6. Okay, so they have officially agreed that they're going to marry each other. They got all the plans settled. I definitely think Killian has a heart condition. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Something's going on with his heart because he's always talking about his heart rate going up and how he can't go past, like, his 50 beats per minute. So I definitely think it's his heart. But I don't think that's his, like, end-all secret. I think there's something else that's being hid, because you don't get a heart condition from bite marks and cigarette marks. But also wondering what that is from. Like, who gave this kid bite marks? Is it from his school? Maybe it was his school. I don't know. That was a good chapter, though. I liked it. I like their back and forth. I like their, I like him not knowing how to handle his feelings, because he really is not a fan of... Ooh. He's really not a fan of human beings. Like, it seems like he just really despises them, but he likes her, and he doesn't know why, and he doesn't know how to handle it. And I'm liking his point of view with that, and their back and forth, and her kind of giving him a run for his money. So, yeah, I'm enjoying, we're getting somewhere now, and I'm enjoying it a lot more, so that's where I'm at. They've agreed. I'm excited about it. I'm not going to sleep. Officially. See ya in the next clip. Hello. So I just finished chapter 9, and not much has happened, but he's being a jerk. He's completely ignoring her. Excuse me, after they officially are engaged. Like, it's been 2 weeks, and he and Sam handled Byrne and Kaminsky, and I just won't talk to her. So I feel like maybe he is worse than Vicious, but I mean, Vicious was a jerk. But I think the difference between Vicious and Killian is that Vicious knew he had feelings for Amelia, and Killian doesn't have feelings for anyone. So, I don't know if I've said that, but that's what happened. That's what's happening. And then he just bought all 8 rings for her, so nothing has really happened. And I think I read 3 chapters, other than him and Sam messing with Byrne. So, and they told the family that they're engaged. So, that's it. But it's fine. Like, no, I'm really tired. And I wish I could say more happened, but nothing happened. So that's where I'm at. He bought all the rings, and Hunter was like, "You're in trouble. You're gonna have feelings." So I'm gonna go to sleep, because I didn't really read much today. I went sledding, and then I hung out with my sister and her fiance, and then I ate pizza, and I showered and dried my hair, and now I'm reading, but I'm tired and I don't want to read anymore, so I'm gonna go to sleep. See ya tomorrow. Hello, it's the next day, and I've read 4 chapters. I'm starting chapter 15. They had sex, and it was weird, honestly. Like, I didn't expect it to be like all of the like other times that, like, in her books, so people have sex for the first time because they all like each other, and this is not, it's not the same thing. Like, they are in an arranged marriage, like, so he can have children. So I didn't expect it to be all like lovey-dovey, but I don't know what his secret is. I don't know. I think something is wrong with his heart, but I don't know if it's like fully his heart anymore, because is his secret that, like, he has some sort of mental illness or something? Because after they had sex, he went up to his room and he hit himself, or he like hit his head on like a wall or something. Like, we don't know what happened, but he had a bloody lip. So that's what I like about LJ Shen, is that she writes these love stories, and they're so good, but there's also like a little bit of mystery to them. Like, in The Hunter, we didn't know what happened when she was at that when Sailor was at the archery camp with that one chick. So, like, it's not like a huge mystery, and sometimes it's something that you can figure out pretty quickly, but there is that mystery to it, and I like that. But they're at the ranch now, and they went horseback riding, and Killian saved her, and then they just played poker, and he fingered her under the table in front of all of their friends and family. So what I just said makes it sound like everyone knew he was fingering her under the table, but nobody knew it was a secret. And then she got up and she left. So it was like a private moment, but everyone was there. That happened. I think it's really good. I'm enjoying this a lot. I think, and it's starting to get fun because Killian is starting to like slowly realize that he actually likes her and like has feelings for her, or slightly, kind of. I don't know. The text messages were cute when he texted her and apologized, and he bought her a Tesla, and yeah, so it's getting cute in like a strange way, but I'm sorry I keep comparing him to Vicious, but like I feel like Vicious is the one that to be compared to, because I feel like Vicious is like the most asshole of them, and he was awful, but I feel like Killian might be even there. He's given Vicious a run for his money, because Killian really does just not give a fuck, and I feel like Vicious cared a lot more than he let on. Maybe the same thing is happening, but I don't know, they're both just evil, but I think Killian's worse. But I think I'll always love Vicious more. So, I don't know. But I'm enjoying this. I keep saying that. It's good. I'm gonna read chapter 15 and, see ya. Also, little, like, side note, because I feel like I mentioned him fingering her under a table and just, like, really moved past it. Before he did that, he told her that he liked her slightly. Let me find it. I always do this. Okay, so when they went on the horseback ride, she asked for a divorce because he just completely ignores her, and she said, like, basically, yeah, if you're gonna like not talk to me, only like sleep with me once a month so I can get pregnant, like I don't want to do this. And she said, if I'm destined for a life chasing after my husband, begging him to get into bed with me, then yes, I want a divorce. You never should have married me if you don't find me attractive. And he said, I do find you attractive. He frowned at a card he drew from the pack, businesslike. The problem is I find you too attractive. She said, I'm confused. And he said, so am I, every time I look at you, which is why I've been avoiding you. And she said, I have needs. And he said, I have skills. And okay, so also, I think that Devin is the rake, is Belle's love interest. I could be wrong because I can't remember what LJ Shen said, but she said that her love interest was going to be, we hadn't met him yet, and I can't remember if we were going to meet him in this, or if we were going to meet him in the story. So Devin seems to be pretty, like, in love with her, but also for a split second she like left. Well, I mean, I don't even think it could be that, but she like left, and at the beginning Persephone, Percy, she was like, Belle's off like with another dude, and I can't remember if it was like she knew if it was the same one or if it was another, like a different guy, but I thought that for a second would have been him, but now I think it's Devin. Also, Sam and Ash. I'm excited to read how that's going to happen, because he's doing the same thing Killian does to Persephone and completely ignores her. So, yeah. I just wanted to mention that. My theories. Okay. This is a great angle. So, I just read chapter 15, I think, and I want to read this part because he they went to a charity event, and the Andrew dude was there, and they got into, like, a disagreement, or they, like, talked about stuff, and Andrew said, "Don't forget, I have something on you too, buddy boy," and Killian said, "A condition, not a scandal." And then Andrew replies with, "Condition or not, I bet your father still doesn't know his golden boy is anything but precious metal. Doesn't know the extent of the embarrassment you've caused the Fitzpatrick name." So he, like, 100% has something wrong with his heart, because what else would it be? He totally, like, he's got a, what is that called? A stint? Is that what it's called? In his heart? Like, but I don't know how his dad wouldn't know that if he had to have, like, surgery or something when he was a teenager. Because, like, you totally need your, like, parents' consent. But he also was, like, he went away. Like, he went to boarding schools and stuff. So he has a condition. So it's definitely a heart condition, but I don't know what he has on Andrew. And then they went home, and Persephone told Killian that she's going to tutor his children. So I don't think that's going to go well. Maybe it will. Maybe she won't even be around Andrew, but I feel like Andrew will definitely try to do something inappropriate with her because Killian has a soft spot for her. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm stressed about it, honestly. So I'm just gonna read. I'm gonna continue on. And I enjoyed that chapter, actually, a lot. I like them together. I think, weirdly, they're good. I like them. So, you see mine. So, yeah, I'm gonna read chapter 16, and I'll be back eventually. Hello. So, I just finished chapter 17. I think I'm in chapter 18. I stopped for a second. I just needed a moment. Yeah, so, I can't remember what I said last time, but basically, they're fighting now, which is depressing. I'm 68% in, page 267, and they're fighting, and she's now working for the Aerosmiths, and I knew the minute that she told Andrew's wife, Joelle, I think, that they had separate bank accounts, some shit was about to go down. Like, she obviously, Persephone didn't grow up in this world, so she doesn't really know, but, like, I feel like, I don't know, also at the same time, that would be kind of like a common sense thing. I don't know, because I wouldn't tell somebody that, like, especially, or, like, lie and be like, no, like, we do, like, I am in his account, but I just, like to have my own money, you know? Just, like, something like that, but, like, she straight up was like, no, we don't, we have separate accounts. Like, it wasn't, I don't know. Maybe it's not weird in that world, though, too. So, what I mean by that, because it kind of sounds weird what I'm saying, is that, like, sometimes people are with people for their money, and maybe they don't want them on their account, so her telling this family that is, like, an enemy that they're not on the same account kind of means that they don't trust each other, and he doesn't trust her, and that's just what I got from that as well. So, that happened, and then he told her to stop going over there, and she said no, and they got into an argument, and then he had her followed and she found out about it, and he told her that he was sleeping with other women, that he was, like, still paying for other women, or started to pay for other women again, and she fucking left him. Which, like, I'm not surprised that she left him. I knew, like, the minute that she, like, calmly walked out of the room, that when he was done playing poker, her ass was gone. So that wasn't shocking, but I don't know what's wrong with him. And I keep bringing this up because it's, like, obviously, like, the mystery of it, but he's talking about it, and they're, like, a couple chapters ago, Aisling, is that how you say her name? Aisling? Because they call her Ash, so I don't know, but she said that when he was at Evan, the school with Andrew, that Killian, like, lost a ton of weight, like, something happened, Andrew did something to him, I'm assuming, like, that's what was said, and he lost a ton of weight and kind of just, like, lost himself, and said that he just became soulless. So what'd you do, Andrew? Rude. And so that happened, and then he had a spa room made. They got into it, okay, so he was a dick, honestly. Like, they got into that fight, and she, like, made him leave the room, and I think it was, like, the next night he came back to her bedroom and, like, knocked on her door, and she was like, yeah, no, not happening, can go away. And he went downstairs and he was like, I had a spa room made that's soundproof, and I guess he just started, like, punching walls. I don't know. So he has anger issues and a heart condition. That's what I'm getting, but I don't know. Like, it kind of gave me werewolf vibes. Like, you know how in City of Bones in the movie, I haven't read that book. Oh, actually, I read it, I think, like 2 years ago. But, in the movie, Luke, under his bookstore, he has a room that he has, like, a timer on, so that when he, like, wolfs out, he stays in that room. And that's what it reminded me of. And so, as of right now, she's left and said, like, do not bother calling me or contacting me. I want a divorce, but I won't do anything until after the lawsuit with Aerosmith is done, because Aerosmith, Andrew, he is using Persephone as, like, he's using their marriage against Killian in the lawsuit, like, saying that he's an abusive husband and stuff. And is he wrong? No, but it's still sad. Because I do think I think he likes her. I don't know if he loves her, but maybe. I think there's definitely feelings there. So I'm going to continue to read. I'm definitely at the part where, I'm there. I don't want to put it down. And I only have, like, 130 pages left or so, give or take. So, yeah, this is a really long clip. I'm sorry. Bye. So, not that it's, like, a huge surprise that Paxton showed back up, but, like, why he gotta come at the worst fucking time. Killian just asked her to come back, and she straight up was like, no, you're too selfish. And then Paxton has to show back up. God, I'm so upset. I just woke my dog up. I'm mad. But now it's Killian's point of view. I'm gonna read that because we switched, because we can't know what's going on. Oh my god. I expected more drama with Paxton. I don't know. I just finished chapter 19. There's 95 pages left. Maybe I'm 77% done. I expected more, but he might pop up again because he just said Andrew Aerosmith sent him, and I don't know. I think he's gone, and I loved that Killian had, like, he handled him and not Sam, because I feel like that I liked that, like, he did it himself. But so Andrew did something to it. I'm not going to talk about it again because I keep up bringing the same thing. But yeah, nothing happened. But she was at the house and he left to go deal with Paxton. So here, I don't know. I'm loving this though. Like, depending on how the next, like, 95 pages go, it'll probably be like a 4 or 5 star for me. I'm loving it. I'm loving Killian. So, yeah. Okay, so I think I figured it out. So, okay. So, it's been, like, hinted at that, like, in Persephone's point of view, that she has been with the Aerosmiths so that she has, like, a plan. We don't know what it is. She's just, like, planning, probably to get dirt, whatever. So she is with Tinder, one of their sons, and he has cuts on his knees. And she's like, well, how did that happen? And he's like, is reluctant. He stutters and he ticks. So I'm assuming he has Tourette's. And it, like, when you have Tourette's, my cousin has Tourette's, and when you have it, it stops you sometimes. Like, you, like, can't help but do it. And he wants him to stop. His father wants him to stop doing it. So he hit him with a ruler on his knees every time he stuttered or ticked while he was reading the ABCs and the numbers. And he is telling Persephone why he did it. And okay, I feel like, I'm sure this is, like, clicking for everyone at this point, but he said he could cure me. He said he had did it before. He told mommy we would both be grateful when it was done and over with. He said he did it before. Y'all, he freaking did it to Killian. Oh my god, the fucking bite marks and the burn marks, bitch. I feel like a genius. I probably shouldn't, because this is probably, like, clicking for everyone, but Killian probably, oh my god, his Tourette's, holy shit. Okay, so, him popping his fingers is a tick. Him, like, checking his heart rate is a tick. Like, when he puts his fingers on his wrist to check his heart rate, it's a tick. When he goes into that room, he probably, like, I don't know what his ticks are, but he probably does his ticks in the room. Sometimes people have vocal tics. Some Tourette's is worse than others. Oh my god, everything is clicking. Did he have a stutter too? Did Killian have a stutter? I don't think he had a stutter. Holy shit, Killian has Tourette's. Oh my god. Okay, I'm freaking out. I don't know why. I'm gonna finish a chapter. I feel like I just feel like everything just happened. I'm gonna finish and I'll be back. He also after the charity event, shoved his head in a bathtub full of water. And I hate him. I hate Andrew. Like, what a shit person. But that's not why I'm here. So what I think is going to happen, she just contacted Sam. I'm still in the same chapter. But she just contacted Sam, and I think they're going to adopt Tinder and possibly Tree. I don't know, but I've just been getting that vibe. Because Killian mentioned it, and he was like, I wouldn't be opposed to adopting. And I think that might happen because Andrew is a dick and his mom hasn't done anything about it. So, well, not Andrew's mom, but the twins' mom's mom. So, yeah. But Andrew's the worst. I hate him. Anyway. So, basically what happened, I got it wrong, is that Killian beat himself up in a library at school. And so Andrew and Killian got into a fight like a year later. Or a couple of weeks, I can't remember. I literally just read it, but they got into a fight and Killian, like, I guess thought that getting into the fight, like, helped him stop beating himself up. So he had Andrew torture him so that he would stop having tics because he wanted to stop feeling with the nerves. I don't know if that would actually work. I don't know the science behind it, but it's working in the book. So he did that, and that is why Andrew's upset with him, because I'm guessing he didn't want to do it, but he recorded it and did it anyway. And now he's doing it to his 6-year-old son. So I'm a little confused by that, but that's basically what happened. And, like, he tortured him. So I'm gonna read the next. I have like 70 pages left, so yeah. Okay, so I'm done. I actually really enjoyed that. I loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah, the ending was like typical, like what she writes, and I love those endings, so I'm not complaining at all. I liked that he went to Andrew and we kind of got like a little bit, not much, like we like slightly got into his brain when he was moving out. I was wrong. He doesn't have a heart condition, but it did seem like he did. And they did not adopt the twins. Andrew's going to therapy and the mom has full custody and they're getting divorced, which I love. Love a happy ending on all ends. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I will probably come back again to give my thoughts more, like, after I have a second to, like, digest the story. But all in all, I think it was great. I loved it. I loved Killian and I loved Persephone. I think they were just really a great couple and I loved it. So, highly recommend. I just discovered LJ Shen this year too, and I love her. I think she's great. Her writing is great, so yeah. Hello again. So it's been a couple of days since I finished the Villian. I think like 3 or 4. I keep recording the end of this because I just keep forgetting to say things and I don't want to edit this. I just wanted to go on because I've already edited the rest of it. It's really long, I'm sorry, so I'm going to try to make this part short and sweet. But the Villian, my paperback, came in last night, December 20th, I think. So yeah, I knew it would get here earlier than January 5th. I just didn't know that it would get here that earlier. But I have a list of things that I want to talk about. So the things that I really liked about this, I did enjoy all of this, like I said. I really liked Killian and his progress with not only his feelings towards Persephone and how he got to that, but just his character development overall. I thought that was really good. I thought it was written really well, and I thought it was just nice the way that it, like, came out and everything. I liked how it was Hunter that, like, made him realize that he loved Persephone. I loved the fight between them. I thought that was actually, like, in a weird way, fun to read because they don't act like brothers, and it's even, like, brought up in the book, like, this is a very brotherly thing to do, and we don't do that. So, I liked that a lot. Okay, so I mentioned this in the beginning, and I was like, it is so strange that Hunter didn't go see Persephone after Killian turned her down. And I was right. It's brought up in their fight that he did go see her after Killian turned her down. Hunter went to go see her. And I don't know why it wasn't brought up before that, or, like, because it doesn't, the timeline doesn't make sense to me. I guess it doesn't have to, but maybe he finished the poker game before he went to go see her, Hunter, but after that, she gets attacked by the Kaminsky dude, so I'm not sure, like, when he showed up, but he completely missed that, and that doesn't make any sense to me, but I was right about it, and I wanted to to point that out because I like being right. Okay, completely, like, two completely different, irrelevant things, but I don't understand why she was a flower girl. I still don't get it. Just, like, not have one. You know? And then Killian cutting off her dress with a mail opener. Now, I understand in books and movies, like, this happens a lot, and the girl is usually, like, they rip off the girl's underwear, and she's like, dude, what the heck? And he's like, I'll buy you more. And I just hate that. Like, this dude literally rips off her entire dress, like, just cuts it off of her, and I didn't see the point in it. Well, I mean, there was a point to it, but not really, and I don't understand that, because, like, that's a whole dress that you probably can't get again, and I just don't like it when things are ripped off. Also, from what I've read, only really happens in, like, millionaire books, where, like, he falls in love with, like, this poor middle-class girl, where money means absolutely nothing to him, but money is extremely important to her, and I just hate I'll buy you another pair. Like, I don't know, maybe it comes, like, I'm thinking about it and it comes down to, like, a respect thing. Like, respect the girl's clothing, man. Like, dresses and underwear are expensive. Like, stop it. You know what I mean? So, back to Killian, because I want to mention this as well. I liked how he knew he liked her, but, also, like, didn't want to admit it. Like, he was, like, he was doing things like buying the rings and making adjustments to the contract and buying her a Tesla and reading her text messages and then, like, paying attention to the text messages and doing all those things. Like, those are things that people who like people do, but he was doing all these things, but he was still, like, not admitting to himself that he liked her, even though he was doing all those things. And I thought that was really sweet, and I liked that. Yeah, I just thought, I thought Killian was written really well. And yeah. Okay, the meanest thing that he said to her was when they were fighting. I think I mentioned it. I was like, I need a break. And he legitimately just called her replaceable. Like, she was like, what if I can't have children? And he was like, yeah, I thought about that. Like, you're not the only woman in this town. And I was like, oh my god. Like, meanest shit you could ever say to somebody. And I thought that was, like, it was so cruel. Oh my gosh. So, something else that I didn't like about this, like, sometimes I feel like LJ Shen, like, doesn't have her timelines correct, but, like, with the Hunter thing, but I'm sure that can be, like, explained. But, the Tourette's, I feel like, I don't know the whole, like I said this, like, I don't know the whole science behind it, so I can't be like, she's wrong, because I don't know if she's wrong, but I don't feel like he could totally, completely stop his Tourette's, and he didn't, because he was still doing, like, he was popping his fingers, and he was checking his pulse and stuff, but it seemed like he didn't stop, like, he did stop beating himself up, and I don't know if that, like, works. I don't think it really takes away from the story at all, but I don't think it's also very believable. So, yeah, that kind of wasn't my favorite part. But, and like I said, my cousin has Tourette's, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but if you don't do a tick, it's extremely painful. Like, because your body wants to do it. So I mean, I guess that's why he doesn't feel like it's his nerves. But I don't know. Okay, Andrew. I just want to say I have zero sympathy for that man. I mentioned him in the last one, and I was like, we love a happy ending. Like, that man is alone, and I hope he's alone forever. I feel 0% bad for him and how things turned out for him. He's just an asshole, and I feel like he's also, like, a sociopath. Like, I don't understand how, like, why he's angry with Killian, first of all. Like I said it in another clip, like, him being like, he's upset with him, and is it because of what Killian asked him to do, or is it because he's, like, traumatized about what he did to him, like, him agreeing to do it? Like, I don't understand that, but also I don't think it, like, takes a huge part away from the story, because it is, like, I mean, it is a big plot line, but I don't know. And then last, LJ Shen's pairings. I was so shocked going into this, having it be Persephone, because I 100% thought it was going to be Amabel. And I mentioned this in the first clip, but, like, I will never, ever question the people that she puts together ever again. Because I loved this. Like, if you liked Vicious, I think you will love this, because he is vicious times 10. Like, he is such an asshole. And I kept saying, like, I don't know who's worse, but I think it's Killian. I think Killian is worse than Vicious, because, like, Vicious knew that he liked her, knew that he liked Amelia, but he just was an asshole to her because he didn't want to like her. Killian is just straight up denying everything, and is just an asshole because of his teenage life and people being assholes to him. So I knew I wasn't done. I also want to mention Persephone, because I don't really talk about her a lot, but I also really enjoyed her character development, like being super sweet to him and then coming to terms with the fact that he may not ever give her what she wants fully and leaving him, but also still being sweet in a way, like, well, actually still being sweet, not in a way, like, she literally was like, I'll leave you after the lawsuit's done. So I really loved her, and I thought she was, like, I don't think there was ever anything really bad about her. Also, I liked the group. We didn't get this, I don't think, really, in The Hunter, because there wasn't, like, they were alone, like, they were meant to be, like, alone in The Hunter, and this, they were going to the cabin, and she was hanging out with Aisling and her sister and Sailor, and Killian was hanging out with his brother Sam and Devin, and I really liked the groupness of it, and, like, even if they're all crazy, excuse me, they all have, like, a love for each other. And I keep burping. I'm drinking coffee. I'm sorry. But yeah, I also really enjoyed that. I liked the cabin chapters. I thought those were, like, nice. Like, I liked the groupness, and I like their group, and I like the girl talk, and, like, even when the guys were playing poker and they were, like, making fun of each other, they were fun chapters to read. And yeah, that's it. It was done really well. I really enjoyed it. I've been talking for 10 minutes. I'm going to stop. I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to put it online. Woohoo. Thank you for watching. If you've gotten this far, I know it's probably like an hour long by now, and I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed. Comment if you've read this. We can talk thoughts and things. Like, subscribe. I will link all of my social medias down below if you want to follow those. And yeah, that's it. See you next time.